I hit the button, so we could be live at any moment.
You have no idea.
I'll know when I get this notification on YouTube.
Ding.
That is usually,
there it is.
Boom. So we're probably live.
Okay.
If you're watching it, hey, welcome. I'm here. I'm Zach. This is Jonathan.
Hello.
We're going to be playing some KeyForge. I'm about to set up the chat so I can watch what everyone's saying. If you have any questions while we're playing, please feel free to ask. We love answering and interacting with everybody on chat. But if you would, John, give them a rundown of what we're going to be doing while I'm getting this.
Well, first of all, welcome, everyone. This is the first stream of 2019. This is the new year. Everyone is probably still groggy from all of the crazy holiday madness that I think we all just got there. I know I am.
I was going to say, I'm pretty...
Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of fun stuff. But as my father once and always has said, one fun thing the time it takes to do one fun thing is fun. 12 fun things the time it takes to do one fun thing is not fun.
That's funny.
That's kind of how I feel. Anyhow, hello. We're going to be playing some KeyForge today. We've got 4 decks. These feel like very fresh decks.
They are very fresh. So I'm still trying to get chat set up over here. But I do want to mention, we did get a decent sized restock of KeyForge back in. And these are the new decks people have been noticing online with like some changed wording and stuff. So if you were looking to get decks, you can find those on our website. That also means that our deluxe starters with the Archon tokens, the compatible KeyForge tokens that we use here, are also in stock.
A lot of people have been asking
if you want to get one of those are shipping immediately. So every order from us ships within 1 day, unless it's a pre-order. So 1 business day, to be specific. But yeah, if you're looking for some decks, you can grab those on our site. And we're going to be opening some new ones here and picking. If you could, on Facebook and YouTube, just let me know, essentially, video, audio quality. Make sure you can hear us and see us and nothing's crazy before we really get going here and I just kind of stop paying attention.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to open all 4 of these decks. We're going to look at them. We're going to talk about them because I was telling Zach before the stream started, I enjoy playing KeyForge a great deal. I actually got to play some over the break, but I am not any good at it. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to try to set me up well, and maybe we'll even handicap Zach a little bit with some chains just to show you guys how, if you're like playing against someone who is way better than you are, you can actually handicap them pretty well, so it's a fun game for everybody, which is pretty cool. I think it's awesome. So that will be the idea. I just can't get over how shiny and new these decks are. I'm very excited about this.
It does feel nice, right? But yeah, I think that's what we'll do when we crack open the decks is like, I'll be able to tell kinda which one is like maybe stronger or not. Okay. And then especially if I end up with a stronger deck, then we'll just chain me.
Will you tell me how you can tell?
Yeah, that's what we'll talk about. Okay. Seeing chat come through. If you're on Facebook, send me a couple chats. I want to make sure it's coming. We have a thing where all the chat is on one screen. That way, only one of us has to monitor it. Yeah. Sometimes on previous streams, it's like we're just both kind of like trying to keep up. But it is pretty wild because the YouTube crowd gets wily. Yeah. They comment a lot, and I love it. So while we're waiting, if you could just comment, let me make sure this is all the things are pressed. Yeah. If you want, go ahead and open up 2 of those.
Also, I think it's probably worthwhile. You know, to figure out how you're supposed to open these. Because I had one, there was someone that, I got a box. I subscribed to the Covenant box subscription. I got a box, and there is one box that someone opened from the bottom. And so like I got all my little decks standing up, and then whenever I go to move them, one of them always just like, bloop, right at the bottom. So these actually look pretty nice coming in from the top.
I'll show you, I just do this. It's like one fluid motion. So I grab right here, and just rip. And basically, this happens.
Yep. You're a little more aggressive than I am.
Yeah, well, I'm not really trying to preserve the boxes.
This is nice, though.
Yeah, so we're going to keep these face down. Oh, that's my jam. So these are actually my decks. We got a restock in. I've been giving a lot of decks out to people who would... we had a lot of people showing up being like, hey, do you have KeyForge? I want to try it out. And then we obviously didn't. And when I had, you know, I got my display from my display subscription. And then I had bought a few more. But that let me go through and kind of get some of my favorite decks and my favorite house combinations. And then the extra ones I was able to just give to people. Nice. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That's great. And look how many Mars there are.
None Mars.
It is a gift from the sky. So we have 4 deck names here. One is Sir Baby Bear Krieger.
I like that.
I hope that has a bunch of ancient bears in it.
They have to.
There's Alfar Vestibule Stomach.
Okay.
Durnest Lovecraft Morales Racer. Okay. And Jarek T. Swarmloo the 5th. I'm going to be tempted to take one of these 2.
Yeah, I would think the bear one would be. It's got to. Didn't they hint that the names somehow had something to do with the cards involved?
I believe there was a hint that they were like related, and that there's a couple factors, right? So you have essentially like the names. the colors, and the house combinations. And some of it's based on cards in your deck, some of it's based on the houses, some of it's based on unique pairings of houses.
Okay.
So like, apparently there are words that only show up if you have Shadows and Untamed. Kind of a thing.
Okay, cool. I like
so you know,
nice.
that kind of a
That's
deal.
smart. That's
do you
smart way
have
to do
any leanings? Because I mean, we can just flip these over and
I
talk
will
about
do
them
this.
all.
Yeah, let's just do that. I really want to know how to value these things.
Okay, so I'll just evaluate them as as I would.
Like this. Not that I know a whole lot of what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I'll just start. So
Yeah,
Sir Baby Bear here, what I'm looking for, essentially, now that I've played a certain amount, I'm looking for key cards and then combinations of cards. So like I'm looking at Dis, and they have a Control the Weak. It's one of my favorite cards. And then other than that, not too many just like crazy. There's a Gateway to Dis, which is just a clear the board card. And then I'm kind of also looking at Beyond. So those are like control cards, right?
Yep.
Clear the board. I have Shadows, so I'm always looking for Bait and Switch Miasma. I think that's just an incredible combo no matter what deck it's in.
Bait and Switch is the one that gets you, basically evens out the amber piles.
Yeah, so like if you have a bunch of amber, which is the goal of the game is to build these keys, and you do that by collecting amber. But if you end up with a big stack of them, I can steal until we have equal, or I have more. And so Bait and Switch is just a really powerful card.
Yeah.
But Miasma means you can't forge a key, which is how you get stacked up on the stuff.
So you're looking really for stuff that keeps your opponent from forging a key, which is very important because it can give you that extra
And you know what? Actually, this will be easier. So go ahead and just open one of yours.
All right, I'm going to open the one with logos.
And we're going to end up opening them both if you're interested.
Fine.
But I think it's really helpful. A lot of people, at least locally, will get a new deck and they have no idea. And I think that's why, outside of just looking at both of these decks, also basically looking at the deck and what it is trying to do.
Yeah.
And Steven and I did this on a couple of streams previous.
I must not have watched this.
So what I would do is this, if you could. So I'm going to put my creatures kind of in one area. This did have 2 Ancient Bears, by the way. It doesn't have any bear flutes, so that's... And a lot of times, any rares I haven't seen, like I haven't seen this Word of Returning, I'll kind of put to the side to read in a little bit. So then, beyond that, I'm really looking at cards that produce amber.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, which you can see. This is just... Got them.
Hello.
Cards that produce amber, creatures, is the other category. And then cards I haven't seen. But then everything else. So, doesn't produce amber... Does have a Miasma and a Ghostly Hand. Let's steal it. Okay, so I'm going to keep putting creatures over here.
Wow, this is Wildcats.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen Overlord Greeking?
No.
After an enemy creature is destroyed fighting Overlord Greeking, put that creature into play under your control.
Ooh,
and he's got
that's my kind of card right there. Yeah. Is that a little star card? That a rare?
That is a rare, yeah.
Nice. And have you seen Strange Gizmo, the Logos card?
Yes.
After you forge a key, destroy each creature and artifact?
Isn't that crazy?
That's wild. That's another action here.
All right, so let me make sure this is separated out. So this is just, okay, yeah, actually that's really smart. Someone's asking if we can scan the decks really quick.
Oh, nice.
So that they can check them out in the app.
Brilliant.
Which I will be doing.
Oh, wait, yeah, you got to scan out. These are all yours. I was about to get you.
That's really one of the coolest features. I didn't really think about it at first, but like the ability to, when we're on stream, people are able to look up our decks. I think that's really something special.
All right.
An error occurred. And then where is the other deck?
I love the Succubus.
Oh, I see.
This one?
Yeah, Succubus is good. Okay, these are all scanned in, so if you guys want to look at those decks. If anyone does look up the decks and can post a link, please post a link to those in the comments. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
All right, so what are you piling up here? Are these your creatures?
Those are my creatures. Yeah. These are my actions. Good old Mind Barb.
And yeah, that's pretty solid.
Keyhammer.
So the things I'm looking at are even like pre-synergy.
Yep.
Right? Which is, if you look, I think low end of creature count is like 8, which you don't want. So how many creatures do you have there?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
So I've got 12.
Okay.
And that's about the least number I would actually want to have. 12 is like a third of my cards.
Okay.
So if you picture a hand of 6, on average 2 of those are going to be creatures. The odds that they're the same house, it depends on your breakdown here, right? But it's like I'm about equal across the board. But I have cards like Hunting Witch, so I gain an amber every time I play a creature.
Gross.
The problem is, though, I only have 12 creatures. So she's obviously, or he is significantly better in like an 18 to 20 creature deck. So Hunting Witch is one of the best cards in the game, but you need creatures.
Yeah.
Right? But again, like if I start looking at my creatures, I have like the Grekking, who can steal creatures. So I have a way to kind of cheat around that.
Okay.
And then, you know, my Shadows creatures, not really doing too much.
You got Bad Penny that you can kind of
loop around.
Now,
what this deck does have, and this is the second thing I look at, is 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yowza.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards from hand that generate amber.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh, 13.
9, 10. I've got 10. That's not bad.
Okay, so that's not bad.
Yeah, 11 if you count this artifact, 12 if you count this
I think you
upgrade.
do. That's just really good. So these are the kind of just the fundamental things I'm looking at.
Right.
So creatures, amber generating cards, and then any board clears that I have. So
yes,
like
board clears are good.
Or any removal. So I have Gateway, I have Fear, which can return creatures to my hand.
Yep.
I do have 2 Dominator Babbles, which means
They're Groot.
they let me use a friendly creature,
I love them, yeah.
which is really important because of how few creatures I actually have. If that makes sense, right?
It lets me sense over there,
get double advantage.
I get it.
Let's see here.
I've got
There's
Gateway
another.
here. I've got Hand of
Settlement's
This, which
great.
is okay.
The Pen Seed's great. Cooperative Hunting.
3
So
Fates.
This is
pretty
another. This is another example, right? Cooperative Hunting is a great card.
good. Okay.
I deal 1 damage for a creature I have in play, spread out however I want. But again, I only have 12 creatures. So this card, I think, is proportionally better based on the number of creatures I have, right?
I do. That is a really good point. I have a deck that I enjoy playing, but the Untamed part of it is just absolutely pretty worthless. There's some Niffle stuff in there, but it's got that Cooperative Hunting, but it has like 3 creatures that don't really ever see play. So
Yeah. And so this is interesting. So I have an Evasion Sigil in my deck, which is a rare. But it's an artifact that says before a creature fights, I discard the top card of a controller deck. If the card matches the active house, I exhaust that creature with no effect. So this is actually really good for a deck that doesn't want to fight, which my deck does not, besides maybe the Ancient Bear.
okay,
And the Grekking.
right, yeah, because you want to do stuff with the Grekking.
Yeah, but that's actually a pretty interesting card.
Okay.
And given everything that's going on, Lost in the Woods is great. Nocturnal Maneuvers is great. So overall, I would say like this deck, just from like a quick cursory glance, is okay. I don't think it's like insane, but I think it's pretty solid. It'd be fun to play.
This one's got lots of heals.
Yeah,
also.
that's what I want to. I want to look at your deck to see if that's something you actually really want to play.
Yeah, go ahead and take a look at it.
All right, and so hey, what I'll probably do actually is I'll let people vote on which of these 2 decks I end up playing on my side. So the first one was Sir Baby Bear Krieger, which we just did, and there's some links coming through on the chat here. So if you don't have to stack them up or anything, I'm just gonna look. So the Terror is great. Obviously, it's a great like opening play. So is Succubus.
Yeah, Succubus is great. Succubus and Mind Barber also.
Pit Demon is pretty solid. The action it is to steal one.
Yep.
I think Charette is great. So these are good creatures. These are just normal. So
yeah,
how many artifacts do you have?
I have 3.
And are they
And 2 have actions. One's a heal.
And what's the other one?
The other one is a shuffle your hand and your discard pile into your deck.
And you don't have... Okay, well...
Which actually, this is kind of a cool deal.
What's
if
the
if your hand is just like awful. Shuffle your hand and your discard pile into your deck.
And that's an artifact.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yes,
because essentially, right, like once you... If you get that early... You can just keep putting good cards back in. That's really frustrating.
Especially to get old boy out there.
So Champion Anafiel is great.
Yeah? Taunt?
Yep. Taunt and 1 armor, I mean, it's just solid. So the Grey Monk is also great.
The Grey Monk's very good.
This is going to heal. This is good. The Gatekeeper is great. So then what's your theme here?
I may have too much healing.
So Cleansing Wave is actually really good because it also heals your opponent's creatures.
Yes, it does.
So the real question I have is, do you have anything that does? I don't think you do. Like obviously 3 Cleansing Wave.
If I did affect everybody kind of a thing. I've got Twin Bolt is I think the best I've got on that.
Okay, Library Access is solid. What's Lab Work over there?
It's got Library Access. Lab Work is archive a card.
Yeah.
But you get an amber for it. This one's fun.
The Interdimensional Graph.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then Fogify, your opponent can't use creatures to fight on their next turn, which does not really affect you, like you were saying.
That particular deck, yeah.
Effervescent Principle, each player loses half of their thing, gain 1 chain. You got 3-phase Destroy, nothing that does damage, a lot of destroys though.
Yeah, and it doesn't, you have one like kind of board clear. Arise is pretty good.
Arise is great, but you know, with the Screaming Cave, we'll see.
And again, like what are you really arising? So I think this deck is fine.
Okay.
And that's where like you're kind of just starting to look, and what happens the more you play is you start understanding cards that create powerful effects together, right?
Right.
And you start just kind of looking for it, and I'm trying not to just like have that as a crutch.
Yeah.
Where it's like bait and switch Miasma as an example.
Right.
First thing I do when I see shadows is look at those two cards.
Look for bait and switch.
And it's like if they don't exist, sometimes I'm just like, that deck's not that great.
Aha.
But I think that's just actually completely false.
It may be, you know, and this stuff happens all the time in games where it's like a lot of times the easiest, the most obvious thing seems powerful at first, and then the longer you play a game, the longer games around, people figure out that there's a secondary.
A lot of people early on thought that Brobnar wasn't that great.
That's right.
And
yeah,
I think that's really digging it. So I have a request here to read the names one more time.
Sure.
So the first deck that I did was Sir Baby Bear Krieger, Krieger, and Baby Bear is in quotes. We also have the one that John had was Dirnest, Dhirrnes, Lovecraft-Morales, Racer. And then now we're going to be looking at the next decks. Mine is Jayrock, Jharak, T, period, Swarmlu, the 5th. And then yours is what?
Alfar, Alfar, Vestibule Stomach. Yeah, Vestibule, not Vestigial, which I thought it was. Vestibule Stomach.
Cool.
Seems like a vegetable stomach.
And it looks like a couple of people are willing to go grab the link. So if you're wanting to, comments on YouTube, I think you're going to be that. So this deck is awesome. I'm just gonna, the one I have right here in my hand. I'm going to break this down for you really quick. So it has 3 Witch of the Eye.
Yikes.
That's the one where you reap, you can get a card from your discard pile.
Yep.
It's also got a Hunting Witch.
Oh.
It's got a Niffle Queen with 2 Niffle Apes.
Was Niffle Queen? I don't think I've ever seen Niffle Queen.
You've never seen Niffle Queen? She's a big deal because she works with the Niffle Apes. Each friendly beast gets +1 power. Each friendly Niffle creature gets +1 power.
Yowza.
So, no beasts yet. I got the Mushroom Man, who's I think great. A Halakor, which is a beast. A Ancient Bear, which is a beast. So technically these kind of
rocking those ancient.
And look
bears.
at that.
Boom.
10 creatures.
Quite a bit of creatures,
with
especially
a Hunting Witch.
Untamed. Yeah.
So that's what I was saying earlier, where 10 creatures, right? I have almost as many creatures in this one house as I did in the other day.
That's true.
But again, I don't have any the cooperative hunting. So what I do have though is save the pack. I can destroy each damaged creature. I also have key charge, so I can lose 1 to forge a key.
Like, have you ever gotten that one to work?
Yeah. Well, it's the kind of
feel good.
Yeah. The thing about it that especially with like Hunting Witch is what's important, because like Witch of the Eye, right? I reap and then I can get Hunting Witch back in my hand, and then play Hunting Witch and then play like a couple other creatures. If you get up to 7 and then play this so they can't stop you from forging, that's when that's just money. So that's actually, I think, a really good card. And then, I mean, this just keeps going. This is going to be great. So Urchin's solid. Shadow Self is great. Moon Crusher is amazing. And then Carlo Phantom is also great. And then a Bad Penny for, you know, kicks and wiggles.
Why not?
But then what it comes with is Poison Wave, which is an Amber and a 2 to everything.
Yeah.
Relentless Whispers, which is deal 2, steal 1, and generates 1. Nerve Blast, which is steal 1, deal 2. Miasma, which is you can't forge a key.
Yikes.
And then
you get an Amber.
Key of Darkness, which is forge a key at +6, or if you don't have any Amber, forge it at +2 instead. So I have a couple ways of forging like out of sequence.
Okay, that's pretty
So we'll
fun.
see if that matters. Hidden Stash, Archive a card. Goes to the hand. If you have exactly 1, I steal it.
Yep.
Then we're going to come over to Dis. Oh my word. This is insanity, actually. You ready for this? I don't think you're ready. This may be one of my favorite decks, and I don't think it's going to be like busted, but it's just all my favorite cards. Look at this. So this is what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures. Ready?
Okay.
16 with a Toxin, 17 with Succubus, 18 with Snudge, Pit Demon, Overlord Greckin again.
Oh no.
Ember Imp, Dust Imp. So that is...
What does Ember Imp do? I know Dust Imp.
You can't play more than 2 cards on your turn.
Yeehaw.
So I have 24 creatures in this deck. It is literally double this one.
Yikes.
And it comes with Hunting Witch and 3 Witch of the Eye. But here's the most annoying part, is you're not ready. So it also has 2 Control the Weak, which is one of my favorite cards. It has
Yeah,
Life
control
Word,
because
which
we're
means
rough.
you can't play creatures on your next turn.
Yeeks.
Dominator Babble to use a friendly
that's
creature.
good.
And Mind Barb. So the thing it doesn't have is mass clears.
Yep.
So I have nothing that does a bunch of damage or removes. I have like a technically poison wave, but like
You don't have much that stops me from making a key either.
Definitely not. I mean, I have some actions to steal. That's really about it. It's not that steely, but I'll tell you what this deck is going to do. This is literally just like a Swarm Amber Rush deck. So this is absolutely the deck I'm going to play.
Okay.
It has me all excited.
All
and
right.
now I want to look at your deck to see how
I'm
we
going
feel.
through it here. We're not doing too bad yet.
And if you're really attached to Martians, I have 2 decks in there that I haven't played yet that are Martian.
This is a lot of return things to their hand. Return each other friendly Brobnar creature to your hand. Interesting. There's a
Yeah, so like there is only 1 Honey Witch, but there's 3 Witch of the Eye. So as long as I get one of those out, I can reap, and if it's in my discard pile, I can put it back in my hand and keep going. A lot of times that Honey Witch is like a primary target. If they can purge it, it's going to be really great against that deck, but if they can't, that's going to be a harder battle for them to win. All right, how's this going?
Looks like I've got...
You look like you have a pile of creatures here.
Yeah, I do.
And some good events. I'm gonna
Sound the horns, you've seen that one?
Is that the one where you get to go find a Brobnar creature?
Yeah, until a Brobnar creature or you run out of cards. If you just discard a Brobnar creature this way, put it into your hand. Action, gain 2 if you control more creatures than your opponent. That'll be interesting. Loot the bodies, of course. Put each artifact on top of its owner's deck. Interesting.
I think this deck is fascinating. So check this out. You have Gateway to Dis. Great card.
Great card.
Control the Weak.
Great card.
Gongoozle. You also have a Key Hammer, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's
I haven't
always
ever
fun.
seen that.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
Fear, which is solid. Take Hostages is fine. So these are all good.
Yeah.
These are all good cards. And what about your creature
Let's
spread?
look at
How
these
we feeling here?
creatures.
What is this? Armageddon
Armageddon
Cloak?
Cloak is the bomb. Have you ever seen that thing before? It's Wildcats,
That's
man.
awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine having an Armageddon Cloak with that 3 Witch of the Eye where it's like you just keep getting it back?
That'd be pretty good. All right, so there's a lot of decent stuff in
Creatures.
there. Yeah.
Bumpsy's good.
All I have as an artifact is this Reliquary, though, which is just
did
fine.
you need artifacts?
No, I don't need artifacts.
Oh, 2 Crumps. Crumps great. Ward Armor's also great. Terror's
Is it?
great. Ward Armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can play him to bounce a creature.
I guess you can
so
heal all your
particularly
stuff.
you heal it, but there's also the play abilities. So like your
Only
opponent
got
loses
one,
one.
yeah, but still.
Like if you have
not
Bumpsy
bad.
with Warhammer, it's great. There's also other creatures, right? So like the terrorists play. If they don't have any, you gain 2. Not that you could play it.
Not that you could play
You have Artifact Hate. Charette's great.
Yep.
And these, all right, Radiant Knight.
Yeah.
This is just a... You're going to fight with this deck.
Yeah.
These guys are big and hurt. This is solid.
That's interesting.
Have any leanings? Do you want me to go get a surprise Martian deck?
No, I mean, let's do one of these 2 since we got them in. Which of the 2 would you recommend and why?
Let me just cruise back through this real quick.
I got them without.
So I feel like the thing about this one is... Wait, this also had a Key Hammer?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, do you have cards that are calling your name?
That deck makes more sense to me. This deck feels more powerful, but I don't know how to use it.
I feel like we should start with this deck.
Okay.
I think you would like this deck, actually.
We'll do that. So we're starting with Dinnerist.
Lovecraft Morales.
D-H-I-R-R-N-E-S-T. Lovecraft Morales, comma, Racer.
And so what I will do is I'm actually going to start with the Sir Baby Bear deck.
Okay.
It's not the Rush deck.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to start with Baby Bear.
Well, how generous of you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the other... 24 creatures is a ton. I don't know if that's good.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Sir Baby Bear. I wish it was just Sir Baby Bear.
So, okay, so what's the format here that we are officially doing for those at home that are...
Technically, the format we're talking about is just sealed, which is open a deck and play it.
Okay.
And so if you go out to an event, we have events on Thursdays at our store in Tulsa, and a lot of them so far have been sealed. Of course, when we ran out of product, that becomes a problem. But the cool part about sealed, right, is that you show up, $10, everyone has a new deck. So even if there is a super powerful deck, at least players are new with it.
Yeah.
A lot of times you don't really start understanding a deck until 2 or 3 games in.
Yep.
So the idea is that everyone's kind of on fresh footing, and then essentially everyone is really just there to figure out their deck. So nothing too serious, but that's where like it's the kind of thing where just looking at a deck, I see this all the time. Like I'm on the Facebook group and I'm in the Reddit for KeyForge, and it's all the time when someone posts a picture of their deck and they say, "How good is my deck?" And I understand they're just wanting to know how good is it. But the crazy thing is like you really just don't know until you play it.
Yeah.
And because there's so many unique combinations of cards, it's really hard to say. I think that's why like in the intro I was kind of talking about the fundamentals where I think in an ideal universe, I want like 15 or 16 creatures. So 10 to 12 is a little low. 24 is like really high. And then I want, 4 or 5 just clear the board style cards in my deck, maybe 2 or 3. And then you're really just looking for, is there any way for me to really take a bunch of amber from my opponent or make a bunch of amber myself?
Yep.
Because I think you essentially need to be doing one of those two.
Yeah.
And the thing about that rush deck, right, is that, and this is what I think makes it really feasible, because there's a lot of cards that will like, once you hit 6 amber, they have a lot of ways to stop you from forging a key the next turn. If you're at 7 or 8, they steal 2 or 3, or they capture a couple, or they make your keys cost +3 or something crazy, right? But that's the deck that had 2 cards that let you forge out of sequence, which means you can forge on your turn. And that's so dangerous, especially for a deck that I think could end up being in a position to gain so much amber.
Those witches, they're amber generators. Nice. Okay. Who's going first? You want to answer some questions? Hello out there.
Yeah, I'm catching up on chat. It's been a minute.
Yeah, and you got the double chat, so they've been probably
there's a bunch of chats here.
I'm seeing YouTube representing. That's what I like to see.
YouTube on fire. It looks like people are posting links. I don't know if it's not coming through. Post a comment. Someone was saying that they're not able to see it, so maybe we're just the ones seeing it on. They can't see the links for some reason, which might be a like YouTube protection, like random people posting links,
they get weird about that.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start. What do you think? This game, 4 chains?
I think 4 chains.
All right, so we're gonna play with it. I've played a lot more KeyForge than Jonathan, I think.
Yes.
So I'm gonna start with 4 chains, and so that actually does affect my
opening draw.
Opening draw, as far as that's what we decided on a stream previous.
Correct.
So I'll flip a thing. You want 1 or 3?
1.
It was 1. So you're going first.
All right.
Which means you get the extra card. That's not a lot of cards. I'll keep this hand.
All right. Let's see what I got here.
And lose a chain. All right. I'm going to just type out the names here.
Okay. I'm going to redraw.
All right, so you're going to draw 1 less card because you're
and I reshuffle before I draw, right? This is the, whatever it's called. You don't hold on to anything in a mulligan.
Let's see. That's right. The whole thing goes. It's the selective mulligan is that you can hold on to the cards you want.
Like that.
All right. What's the... I'm going to type that out because it's crazy.
A lot of consonants.
Yeah, agreed. Good word use there.
6.
All right, post it away. So we're getting started. If you're just not joining us, I see a lot of people hopping on. We're playing some KeyForge here. I'm Zach. This is Jonathan.
Hello.
We just opened some new decks. We're going to be playing some games. I started with chains to even out the advantage that Jonathan thinks I have for playing more games than him. Maybe true, maybe not. If you're new to KeyForge, I'm going to break down a simple version of how it works. John and I are both trying to forge 3 keys. We do that by gaining amber. At the start of any of our turns, when we have 6 amber, we actually get to forge a key, which we'll represent by doing that. And the first player to forge 3 keys wins the game. And we'll be walking through as we go various ways to gain that amber and how this game functions.
You ever just look at your hand and think, I've got a lot of good stuff for about midway through the game?
Well, it's important to know on the first player's first turn, you only get to play 1 card.
That's right.
So I like playing creatures that I like to have in play, or I like playing artifacts that I want to start using on the next round. So you should be down to 5 cards, which means you'll get a draw back up actually at the end of this round. So creatures come into play exhausted like this, and they're ready at the end of the turn. Always draw back up to 6 at the end of the round. And so once you ready your creature, I will show you how this game is played.
All right, let's see it.
All right, so I'm going to declare a house, which means I can play cards from that house, discard cards from that house, and activate creatures from that house. I'm going to do Untamed. I'm going to play Lost in the Woods. It has an amber right here, so I gain 1 just for playing it. And it says, choose 2 friendly creatures. Oh, I can't. And 2 enemy creatures. I'll choose her. Shuffle each chosen creature into its owner's deck. So she'll go to Deck City.
Shuffle my deck over.
That's right. Okay. Then I will also play an Ancient Bear.
Okay.
One of my favorite cards for some unknown reason.
Great.
Honestly.
Yeah, who would know?
And then I'll pass. So Ancient Bear readies.
All right.
I have chains, so I'll draw up normally to 6, but I'll draw 1 less.
5.
And then I'll put a chain away.
Okay. Well. Let's do this. Let's play Logos. Let's do Library Access.
Okay, what does that say?
Each time I play another card, I draw a card.
That's a good card.
So that's fun.
That's fun.
Let's do Lab Work. That gets me an Amber.
Okay. And that's an event.
Yeah.
And when you play that, you get to do what? Archive a card?
Archive a card.
So the way archives work is you have a stack of cards next to your deck. It's called archives. You can put cards in it throughout the game. And at the start of any of your turns, you can choose to put your entire archives into your hand, which can be a pretty big advantage if you make it work.
All right, I will archive this. I'm going to put it upside down right here.
Ryan Roper says, it's probably Zach's favorite because bears have natural cardigans.
I love it.
That's
I
a
love
good
it.
joke.
More cardigans.
All right, so this is your archive,
That's my
right?
archive, yep. All right, so that's played, so I get to draw.
Okay.
Because of Library Access. And then I will play Fogify. You can't use creatures to fight next turn.
Okay, so you get another Amber, and you draw a card. Oh, that goes
And
away.
then I will do... Oh, that's how I should have done it. Oh, well.
What'd you learn?
Well, I learned that I should play Effervescent Principle before I have any Amber.
Each player, this is half the rounded down. So I lose half rounded down there.
Right, and so, but I would lose 1. So...
Oh, you can do that way
Okay.
before. So you have another card in your hand.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fine. And then I'll draw that. All right. And that is it. I gain 1 chain for that.
For which?
For the Effervescent Principle. But I wanted to draw. I guess it's either way. So we go back up to 5. All right, and we're at 5.
Okay, so my turn?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was a wild hand.
This is going to be kind of funny. It's very suboptimal. I find myself making these plays in KeyForge sometimes. So the first thing, I'm going to go Shadows. I'm going to play Evasion Sigil. This could be the biggest mistake of the game.
Okay.
That's whenever you attack, you discard the top card of your deck.
Oh.
And if it matches the house of the active house, the attack fails.
Oh, interesting. That's fun.
That's not the suboptimal play. That's just the crazy. I'm not sure if I should ever play that card play.
Okay.
But, you know, we're here to have a giggle.
We're here to have a fun time.
All right, so Silent Dagger is an upgrade going on the bear. It gains me an Ember, and it says, this creature gains a Reap, deal 4 damage to a flank creature.
Yay.
And then I'm going to play another one.
Yee.
So if he Reaps, I can do 8 damage to flank creatures.
Okay.
Now, that's suboptimal because the Ancient Bear is the kind of bear that likes to attack.
Right, and you don't want to be reaping with him.
But if I can Reap and kill 2 of your creatures anyway, that's better than attacking because I don't take damage. Main point, though, is that I got to get cards out of my hand. I have chains that I'm dealing with, right? So I'm going to pass. This will ready. Everything's ready.
So that's an artifact.
I'm going to lose a chain.
Okay.
And then I only get to draw 3 because I'm losing that chain. But the reality is, like, I don't want those just sticking around in my hand because I didn't have any other creatures in my hand.
Yeah.
And if I hold on to those, I need a creature to play them onto something, and that's not happening.
Just not going to work for you. All right, I'm going to go with Dis. I'm playing this fast and loose, you know?
Hey,
sometimes you just got to go.
We're not here to read cards. We're here to play a game.
Let me tell you this. This is the one thing that I think is one of the great balances in KeyForge. And perhaps I just don't know anything yet, but I think this is always a balancing act, is do you hold on to a card until it's optimal time to play, or do you just blitz it out and then hope the deck provides?
So my response to that is early in the game, I will play suboptimal cards because cards are so much more important early. And then as we're heading to the end of the game, there are very important cards to hold on to. So like if I have a bait and switch and it's like you're on 2 keys and 3 amber, holding on to it is worth a lot.
Yeah.
Because the moment you hit enough amber to get a key, I know I can stop you. But like if right now I was holding on to the bait and switch, I'm 2 amber ahead of you.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know when you're ever going to gain amber again.
I don't know when I'm going to gain amber again either.
You have no creatures. So like a bait and switch, while it's one of the best cards in the game, doesn't do anything for me right now.
Right.
And it probably won't for a while. So, and I think I learned this in the Star Wars LCG.
Oh, wow. Star Wars LCG call
Because
out.
it had a mechanic like this where you draw back at the end of your turn.
Okay.
And so every card you hold on to that you're not using that, like you're not planning to use the next turn, is just taking up a slot.
Which can be kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go.
I mean, it's like having a chain, right?
That's true.
A permanent chain. It's crazy.
I like that. That's a good way to equate it. So it better be worth it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Dis. We're going to start off with 3 Fates. Get an Amber.
Also, Jim Sharp, getting a haircut, wants a crowd vote on whether he should get a Beatles cut. And I said yes.
Oh, yes. 3 Faces for the 3 most powerful creatures.
See, that's why it's a risk to play with 3 Silent Daggers. But again, they gave me Amber, and they would have been sitting in my hand. And I don't have any creatures anyway.
You always pronounce this one correctly.
Charette?
Charette, and I'll take 3 of your Amber. These are some nice Amber there.
So those are, I had to wait a long time because we announced these Archon tokens, and they were fire. I mean, people went crazy, and it was awesome. We sold out so quick, under 2 hours. And we kind of have a employee embargo where until we actually just have them in stock, we don't grab them. And when they're first announced, because we had them in stock, we have like a week-long wait period. And so they were gone immediately, and then we started taking pre-orders, and it was like 6 weeks later. So once we actually finally had them, which we do now, back in stock and available,
you snuck in there.
That day I came in here. I was actually taking vacation for Christmas.
Oh wow, nice!
And it was like, yep, I'll be getting a set of those. It was cool too because it was around the holidays, and the inner design kind of has a nice like snowflakey look.
Yeah. All right, so I'm done.
Okay. And so Charette there has the play capture 3. So John took 3 of my Amber and put it on a Charette, which is unfortunate for me.
I liked it.
I'll deal with it. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Dis.
Uh-huh.
I feel like you didn't do too much with your 2 or 3 turns of extra cards. You're just kind of like, I don't know, maybe you're setting something up. What's that thing do over there?
This is shuffle my hand and discard pile into my deck.
Anytime you want.
So it's complete just whoop. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty neat. I mean, I don't know if it's good or not, but I think it's pretty cool.
I feel like, I don't know how much archivey stuff your deck has, but if you can archive enough cards, that gets even crazier.
That would be awesome.
Because like, if you get your deck down to like 24 cards and then you just start cycling. Anyways. All right, so I'm going to do a couple things. First thing I'm going to do is play Fear. I can return an enemy creature to its own hand.
Is it Charette?
So I'll put Charette back. Now I get these, again, I'm not really permanently dealing with it because you still have Charette in your hand.
That's true.
But I'm just going to get this stuff out. I'm going to play Lash of Broken Dreams. I think this is a great card. It's an artifact. It is an action. I can make your keys cost +3.
Okay.
So that's one of those things that I have to take this to do that.
Okay.
But that's a great little, you get to 6, I make it where you can't do it.
I like
and then
that
you
one
have
a
to
lot.
kind of like get up to 9 before you can do anything. I'm going to play that Ember Amp. You can only play 2 cards a turn until it's gone. A lot of times people just destroy it the first action, and then you can do whatever you want. I'm going to discard a Fear because I want to draw more cards. Again, I'm cycling here.
Sure.
I'm going to pass. I'm going to ready. I'm still at 4 Amber. I'm going to get rid of my last chain, and it's all you.
Okay. Okay, all right. So I'm going to choose my boy's Sanctum.
All right.
We're going to start out. Let's see if there's any crazy stuff here. We'll start out with Sequius. There. And then Grey Monk. And then Protectrix. And then...
Now, I'd be curious. So earlier we were talking about what we're looking at when we first started looking at a deck.
Yeah.
And for everyone watching, I'd love to know, what is it that you're looking at whenever you first get a deck, and how do you evaluate it to determine? Because I'd be really, we'll read some of the comments below, but yeah, I'd love to see what you guys think.
All right, Hallowed Blaster will be the final one, and then I will draw back up to 6.
All right.
So do you do it like this? Is that how you do it, where you got the rules
so you can
on
read
everything?
the text, yeah.
Okay.
So the interesting thing that I'm excited about is now seeing I'm seeing more and more of the cards, right, the more I play the game. Yeah. And I'm starting to notice the cards I don't have. And I actually didn't have a single deck with Grey Monk in it, and I love that art. So I'm very happy that that is happening. Okay. Oh, man. I might do this just for fun.
Uh-oh.
You ever feel that way?
Sometimes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Uh-oh.
You want to do it?
Let's do it.
I want to do it.
Are you going to do some big old thing?
It's not that big. It's just crazy. So I'm going to play Gateway to Dis.
Oh,
you broke my rule.
I broke your rule.
Let's back it up. All right. So what happens in a tournament is Jonathan's disqualified. Just kidding. We both missed it. But
all right.
I have a card that says he can only play 2 cards a round, and he chose to play 4, which is not how that works.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. All right. I'm playing this right, just so you know, anyone at home.
The chat is finally catching up to it. It's like, hey, you're doing that wrong. And they're like, hey, Zach's not going to read the chat before this turns over.
We will do...
I'm also supposed to tell you Hollow Blaster is an artifact.
Oh, sure enough. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. All right, so you played those 2.
I played those 2.
So let's look at what these do real quick. Gray Monk,
that's
friendly
why,
creature, you get
okay.
+1 armor. He can reap to heal 2 damage from a creature. So Sequiz has 3 armor, and Gray Monk has 1 because it includes him.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Which is interesting. So now I'm less prone to do what I was going to do. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I'm going to go Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play a Bad Penny.
Okay.
And I'm going to play Lights Out. It'll game me an Ember.
Okay.
I can return 2 enemy creatures to their owner's hand.
Oh, hey, what do you know?
Those will just hang out again. And then I'll pass. So I'm going to draw 3 this time. That feels nice. Man, you know what's weird? These decks came from the same box.
Mm-hmm.
There were 2 Grekian Overlords. And both decks have the Screaming Cave in it.
Oh, interesting. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I gotta do that. Well, I guess we'll just go with this again. I hate to do it. It seems ludicrous, but we'll go.
Just those 2 coming back?
Just those 2 coming back.
You don't have any way of killing this Ember out?
You know, if I did, I'd be a lot happier.
Yeah, kind of cramping your style.
And I don't know how all the math works out on this, but I do get 1 more.
All right, mine?
Yeah.
Tempting. Can't be right, though. Oh, that's a really great little combo.
Uh-oh.
Watch this. I'm going to go Shadows.
Okay.
This is the kind of thing that I feel like you're just so easy to miss early on because you get so focused on trying to do
the cool stuff?
The thing.
Yeah.
This is the cool thing.
Okay.
I'll Reap with Bad Penny.
Okay.
And this is, Steven hates Bad Penny.
Yeah.
This is why I love Bad Penny.
All right.
I'm going to play Relentless Whispers.
Mm-hmm.
So I gain 1. And it says deal 2 damage to creature, so I'll deal 2 to Bad Penny.
Right.
If it destroys that creature, which it does, I steal 1.
Okay.
So I'll steal 1, and when she dies, she actually bounces to my hand.
Right.
And this goes away. And then there she is again.
What do you know?
And then I'll pass.
Okay, so you got me in check here.
At the end of a round, if you have 6 or more amber, or if you have enough amber to forge a key, which changes because obviously like Lash of Broken Dreams makes it +3, you have to say check. So I'm going to say check, and it'll be your turn. And I actually, it's funny, we've been sharing, but I stole 1, and I immediately, that's the amber I stole, right?
Neat, yeah, that's cool.
So I'll eventually give that back to you, but I think that's cool.
Well. There's not very many good options for me. Golly. I just don't like it.
You got to kill that ember out. Do you even have kill cards? Is that the problem with this deck?
Kind of,
you have Gateway, that's fine.
Gateway's fine.
You just got to attack. You can go with Sanctum.
Yeah. All right.
Strange Gizmo.
We'll go with Sanctum. Well, that's the problem here.
What's the problem?
So basically, I can kill the Ember Imp, or I can keep it from getting a key.
I feel like keeping me off key at this moment in the game is way less potent than killing the Ember.
Than that continuing to haunt me.
Because like 2 cards a turn is going to slow you down.
That's true.
Enormously.
That's true.
But me having 1 key doesn't. It's the second key is the one I think is the most important. Well, but obviously the 3rd key wins them the game. But the second key is when they can do Trixies and just kind of forge 1 key out of hand.
Let's see. Let me see if there may be some wild thing that I can do.
Ryan, we will undoubtedly stream Arkham Horror at some point. I think that's even on the list potentially when the box for the next cycle comes out.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Justin A says cyberbullying's a crime, and the stream is that.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go with the Gray Monk.
Okay.
We're going to attack Ember Imp. And the Gray Monk has 1 armor.
That's right.
So, but it does take 1 damage.
So Ember Imp has 2 power. So you'll take 2. You have an armor, so it makes it 1.
Right.
And my Ember Imp only has 2 power, so it'll go.
Gets rid of it.
Yep.
All right. Then I'm going to.
Oh wait, no. Let's back it up.
Ooh.
Evasion sigil. You have to discard the top card of your deck. If it's Sanctum, it doesn't work. It's Sanctum.
This is going to be unfortunate.
Your face was amazing.
This is not going to be good. Okay, fine. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Are you watching this?
Oh, man.
I should have given
People are
more.
loving it.
All right, here we go. Boom. Attack.
No, you got to do it again.
I know.
If it's Sanctum, I'm going to die.
I actually know that it's Sanctum.
How do you know? Oh, because that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well. Isn't that something? All right.
That's amazing.
We can still Cleansing Wave. I get 1 for that.
But you didn't take a damage.
Oh, that's right. God.
I'm sorry to laugh at your, I don't know. That's awful.
Well, we can definitely do the Hollowed Blaster there.
Yeah. Gosh, that's amazing.
And we can put Protectrix up. Those are 2 cards.
How about Evasion Sigil just doing work?
All right, that's the end of it.
How annoying. Sorry about you.
5 and a 6. All right, there we go. Great. Fantastic.
Okay. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, I forged a key.
I hope you try to attack. Yeah, wonderful. So what you're saying is I should have kept you off of the thing because attacking is way differently now.
Well, I mean, the odds of you hitting, assuming they're equal, and you've already seen so many Sanctum
quite
cards.
a bit of Sanctum cards.
So like, one of those attacks should have hit.
Should have.
It's just like rolling double blanks or something when you do that. I'm gonna go with this.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with this. So let's play a Screaming Cave and a Dominator Babble. And this is the big play. I don't feel like that Evasion Sigil is going to keep you off for long. I'm going to play Gateway to Dis.
Okay.
Destroy all creatures.
All right.
I destroyed my own. Bad Penny's going to bounce to my hand.
Sure.
And I gained 3 chains. So we're back to Chainsville.
Great.
You're welcome.
Chainsylvania.
Chainsylvania. And then I'm going to play a Pit Demon. He has an action, steal 1.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play Overlord Grekking.
Okay.
He's the one that
he's the big guy.
If you just get destroyed fighting him, I take control of you. And then I'll pass. So I'll lose a chain and only draw 5 this round.
Man, things are just not looking great here.
That's awesome to hear. Holkane's saying that our Learning L5R series got him into L5R.
Great.
It is great. That's awesome to know that it's still being used.
There's just not any good options.
By the way,
here.
Blake Hefner says, yikes.
I know. Right, Blake?
What up, Blake?
I can beat Blake.
We need to play at some point.
I can beat him. It's great, actually. I gave Blake watched my dog over the Christmas break. And
Kind soul.
I gave him 2 KeyForge decks for his trouble, and he got his wife into it. And apparently they've been playing quite a bit.
That's amazing.
He was in here buying tokens the other day, so I'm very happy about how that all went down. There's nothing good here. There's nothing good. Let's just do this. Let's do this.
It's not pretty.
Capture your 1.
Excellent.
Put the Succubus, so we got double chain action going on.
That's got to go.
I'll discard this Hand of Disc because it won't do anything. And then I'm going to shuffle my hand and my discard pile back into my deck.
Okay.
I'm just over it. Just over it, Zach.
I need better.
Need better.
It's not awful.
It's not great.
I really do think so. I had 2 other decks that I got last week, and they both have Mars in them, and they're both good. So and they're right on my desk, right beyond that door.
Okay.
So I feel very tempted after this game to get you that, so I can play my Rush deck in good conscience.
All right, up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That wasn't a great shuffle. Hopefully no one catches me on that. I've already tried to cheat once. But even with all the cheating, still behind. All right. That works.
All right, mine?
Yep.
You ready for this?
Oh, sure, why not?
All right, I'm gonna go. It's probably a mistake.
You can afford to make some mistakes here.
It's just funny if it works. You know what I mean?
You gonna try to attack?
Yeah, I am. So let's do this. Overlord Grecking is gonna attack your succubus. I have to discard the top card.
Mm-hmm.
It's dis, so nothing happens. Pit Demon is gonna take an action and steal one.
Okay.
And then I will. Are the cards in here good? Seem good. I'm gonna Screaming Cave to shuffle these together.
Okay.
And I think that's all I'm doing. So this is a cool little interaction too. It's worth knowing. I have 5 cards with 2 chains.
Okay.
And succubus technically.
Mm-hmm.
So because I wouldn't actually draw any cards this turn, it means that I don't get rid of a chain.
Okay.
So if I would draw, then the chain, I lose a chain and I draw 1 less.
Okay.
But because of succubus, I'm not drawing. And because of the chain, I'm at 5 basically. So I wouldn't draw to 6 if that makes sense. Like if I was at 6 cards.
Uh-huh.
And I had 4 chains.
Oh, right.
It doesn't go away. But because of succubus, I'm also not getting rid of a chain.
Right.
I may have said that like confusingly.
Yes.
So if I had 5 cards and I would draw to 6,
right.
I lose a chain.
Right, but that's not happening.
No, but
okay.
you have succubus.
Right.
So I would only draw to 5.
Right.
And I already have 5.
So you already draw to 5
because of
you did the cave?
Yeah.
Shuffle your hand, bruh. So does that mean you draw 4? Because the succubus
that
minus
is exactly
1.
what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was my. I thought
Got
it was just shuffle my discard pile.
Yeah.
I'm actually happy with that.
Hopefully not too happy.
I mean, the cards in my hand weren't. Obviously, I didn't play them. I'll say that much. All right.
All right.
This already is, and I draw 4. And then I lose a chain. And now I'm down to 1 whole chain.
Okay.
Ryan, that's awesome. He's apparently into a big Arkham kick. And I think
nice.
that game's worth getting
Arkham's so much
on
fun.
a kick about.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to play Dis. And I'm just going to play a nice, simple game of Dis, right? We'll put that down, we'll reap here, and we'll reap here.
Okay, double reap.
Sometimes you just got to get through it, you know? You just got to, the honest work way.
The honest work way.
Uh-huh. And then 3, 4, 5, and I got 1 more. Okay.
All right, you ready for this?
Yep.
Let's go shadows.
Okay.
Lights out. I'll put those 2 in your hand, so this comes back to me,
right.
And I gain 1 from playing lights out. I'm gonna play ghostly hand. Just gains 2. If you had exactly 1, I would steal
You're
it.
gonna take it, yeah.
And then I'm gonna play oubliette, which is play purge a creature with 3 power or lower.
All right.
So I purge it, which means it's gone. Gone from, you just rip it actually. Rip it in half. Then I will pass. So I'll draw, and I'll draw 1 less because of my chains. Now we're back in business.
All right. All right. This is what we're going to do. Well, we can get close here. We'll do Logos.
Okay.
We'll put him down. We'll put him down to gain an amber.
So each time you use an artifact, and you have 2 artifacts out.
That's right, I do. I have 1 for every...
So now that Screaming Cave shuffling your hand is actually pretty crazy.
It's pretty fun.
Just getting a fresh hand every time, like a completely fresh hand, is wild. And now, as long as he's out, you get a fresh hand and an amber.
All right. Let's see. That would be there. Okay, we'll do lab work. Archive a card. Put that there. Wait, right there.
We have a question here from Zero Infinite. How accurate do you think ADHD score is? It's a website that ranks.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
I think it's accurate at telling you certain things, and then I think it completely fails to tell you anything about the strength or synergy of the deck. It does tell you how good it is at generating amber and creatures and such, but as an example, the Double Horseman deck that I have, it has a pretty mediocre score, and I think the deck is insanity. So some of the decks that I find to be very good It doesn't really speak to cards interacting with each other. So I think you just got to play it and figure out if decks are good or not.
All right, back to you.
So this is interesting. I think you'll think this is interesting.
Great.
You just keep giving me these opportunities to do weird things.
I'd try. I'd try to put myself out there.
I'm into it, but I'm gonna go with this.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna go with the Grekking.
Yep.
And I'm gonna attack Valen.
Let's see it.
Shadows.
Ah,
so
you
it
got
actually
it.
works.
Okay.
So you do 2 damage to me, and then I take control of it.
Boop, 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 boop.
I'm gonna leave it upside down because it's yours.
Okay.
Each time you use an artifact, I gain 1.
So each time I use an artifact, you gain 1. Or is it each time you use an
Now
artifact,
it's
you
each
gain
time
1?
I use an
That's
artifact.
right.
So this is gonna be bad news bears for you.
But now, quick point of order. Is this can only be used with the Dominator bauble, I would imagine.
Well,
Because you would have to declare Logos.
his ability
Right,
is static.
but yeah, if you pick someone else, then it's a whole different thing.
So it's about to be nuts. This is like the craziest
All right.
little thing. So I'm going to use the Dominator Babel.
Right.
To use Valen.
Yep.
I'm gonna use the Babel, I gain 1.
Okay.
I'm going to use him to reach
that's right.
to gain 1.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use the Lash of Broken Dreams to gain 1.
All right.
Your keys cost +3.
Great.
I'm going to use Fear to put that back in your hand.
Uh-huh.
This deck's better than I thought it was.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Then I'm going to take an action to steal 1.
Okay.
Don't mind if I do. I can tell. It's really cool. I can just tell because your amber look is so different than mine. Then I'm going to do Screaming Cave, which will gain me 1.
Sure.
But then I shuffle my hand back in my deck.
Right.
And then I will say check. You giving me a Valen is probably the best thing that could have happened.
I should have given you more change to begin with.
I agree. That'll be applied to the next game.
So I have to some way get 4 away from you if I want to stop you from making this key.
4 wouldn't stop it. It
5.
would need to be 5.
Have to be 5. Well.
Yeah, Mike Vel did come into play exhausted. Oh, I shouldn't be able to use this one. So I'm
Are you sure?
Because I'm playing it here. It says put that creature into play under your control.
Oh,
so I think
you
when
couldn't
he dies, and I'm not stealing him. It's
Okay.
like I'm playing him from the dead.
Okay, so you're 1 down.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 4.
Yeah.
That still only sort of helps me.
Tig, it says basically that I play the creature after I destroy it. So you destroy it, and when it comes into play, they come into play exhausted. So that's definitely how that works.
All right, Zach, you got a good move. I might be able to get a good move.
All right.
It's going to be wild.
One of my favorite things is doing the. It doesn't matter if I'm winning. It just matters if I'm doing the crazy moves.
I'm going to take
Oh, here it
my
is.
boys here. We're going to play. Oh, no, that's not going to work. But it would have been cool if it would have worked. That would have been so cool. I don't think it's going to work, though. No, there's nothing that's going to happen here. Darn it. Well, there's just nothing.
Need some thinking time? You want to put this back in archives or something? I do want to mention something really quick while we're here. Wait a second. I have this bag of, we're kind of getting to the end of the stuff like this, but prototype Amber tokens that look amazing. They're different. There's a little different border. The design's unique. Anyways, we're going to be, later this week, sending these to a random display subscriber. So display subscription, you sign up, it displays 12 decks, and we automatically send it to you when new sets are going to come out, whenever that is. And you don't get charged until a week or 2 before release. MAP pricing with free shipping, so it's just a really good deal. But if you're already a subscriber, you're automatically signed up. We're going to pick someone at random to ship them to them. And if you want a chance to win some prototype tokens, we'll be posting some pictures of them to social media in the next couple of days, so you can stay tuned for that. But we'll be sending those out. Always like to do anything we can just to say thanks for everyone subscribing. Lets us do things just like this.
Great. Beautiful. Still not, there's no good solutions here.
Oh, wait. How about the Overlord Grekking? That guy's nutty.
Let's go Destroy all creatures.
Oh, you get this guy back.
Yay.
And you get 3 chains for that?
I did. Let's do this guy. Capture 3. Close but no cigar.
Getting there.
Getting there. And that will be it for me.
Okie dokie.
I don't draw anything. Now, I don't draw anything, so does that remove a chain or not remove a chain? I have 5.
If you would have drawn without the chain,
then it is.
it does remove a chain.
Bing. Okay.
So I'll forge a key.
Okay.
Numero deuce. And then we'll go with probably Untamed. Yeah, we'll go Untamed. So again, this is the thing about this deck is that it's very creature light.
Mm-hmm.
Now the helpful part is I have the Screaming Cave to shuffle back in.
Yep.
But I have in my discard pile, I guess only 3 creatures. But there are 13, 14, 15, 17 cards in my hand or in play in discard pile. And there's only 4 creatures. And that's not bad math, that's just the deck. So I feel like this deck could get stuck a lot on like, it's playing things but not playing things.
Yeah. Well, let's hope so.
That's why the Evasion Sigil is actually kind of cool in the deck. All right, so first thing, I'm going to play Nepenthe Seed. Omni, I can get a card out of my discard pile and sacrifice it. Lost in the Woods, I gain 1, and I shuffle up to 2 creatures on both sides back into their owner's deck. Thank you for, yeah. Cooperative Honey does nothing. Vigor gains 1, and that's it. And then I will pass.
Great. Well, things aren't really going my way, Zach.
The ball did not bounce in your direction in this here game.
That is correct. Let us do Sanctum.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got the champion, what's his name out there?
Anafiel.
Yeah, we'll protect the weak. That'll get me 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, terms of redress. I'll capture 2, and that'll get me 1.
All right.
Whoa, check. What are you going to do about that?
What?
Oh my gosh. And then I have 1 chain, so I'm going to drop to 5.
That's amazing. That creature's got to go.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Sure.
I'm going to go Dis. I'm going to play another Dominator Babble. That's great.
Okay. Yeah, they're good.
I'm going to play Control the Weak.
That comes in
Exhausted. I'm
sideways.
not going to use it.
Good.
I'm going to play Control the Weak.
Sure.
So I gain 1, and I get to name a house, and you have to activate that house next turn.
Okay.
Technically, this guy's ready.
That's right.
So I'm going to say Logos.
Okay.
And let's just see if you got anything fun
That's
for
great.
that.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And then I'm going to use Lash of Broken Dreams. Your keys cost +3.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Screaming Cave, so I shuffle everything back in. And that will be my turn.
Your turn?
I guess I should have probably used Nepenthe Seed to put the Grekking back in my hand, played the Grekking, and then shuffled the Nepenthe Seed back into my deck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you know, you live and you learn, and that's what it's cool. Like when you play a deck, you just start getting more proficient with it.
Yep.
And you start seeing what it's made to do.
Yeah, you start learning about it. It's like a little Pokemon there. All right, we'll do Logos. Surprise, surprise.
All right.
Lab work. Get us 1 there. And what will I do? It's really funny.
Like haha funny or like unfortunate funny?
Unfortunate funny. I don't think that I get haha funny this game. All right, and then Doc Bookton. Looking good, looking great over there, and that's it for me.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
I'm going to go with, we're going to go with,
I don't have 1 more. This is my last chain.
I'm going to go with this again.
Okay.
I'm going to play Overlord Grekking. I'm going to play Control the Weak, gain 1. I'm going to make you go with Logos again.
Okay.
Oh, wait, he doesn't go away.
Oh, you're in check, by the way.
Yeah, I'll do Lash of Broken Dreams again.
Surprise.
And then I will go ahead and do another Screaming Cave. I just love that.
Yeah,
Look at
it's a nice
this.
one.
You just keep. I didn't. At first, I read it. I was like, I don't know, but a fresh new hand every
Yeah,
time.
keep it
it's
on.
Like, I don't like my hand. I'm gonna try it again. And what it means too, because like the reason I'm saying Logos again is you just played a bunch of Logos cards, so the odds of you having a bunch more, I feel like are low.
Almost zero.
Because you had 2 or 3 cards left in your hand, and then you put Drew, so like maybe you have 1 or 2. But then when you get to do this, the Screaming, it's like I could just draw 6 more discards. Discards.
Ha! All right. I don't know why I kept that there.
Seems good. Is this? Okay, it's not.
You done over there?
Yeah, I'm
so
done.
I'm playing Logos?
Yep.
All right. We're going to go with the dock. We'll reap.
The book's in.
Draw a card.
Alrighty, Roo.
And get there.
Mine?
Hey, I can actually, I still can't forge a key, actually.
Well, the thing about the Last of Broken Dreams is like eventually I'm going to have to go with something.
That's what you think.
That's not. I'm going to have to. Here we are. Happy golden days. I am going to make it. I'm gonna make you do something though. Let's go Nocturnal Maneuvers. I can exhaust up to 3 creatures, so I'll exhaust both of yours,
Sure.
and I gain 1. I'm going to play a Hunting Witch and an Ancient Bear. I gain 1 from playing the Ancient Bear. Then, for my next trick, I'll pass.
All right,
And
I get to forge a key. So I forge a key at 6. It's a complete board reset.
What? Oh my goodness, what have I done?
But that just helps you out because
After
you
you
gain
forge a
these
key,
2.
destroy each creature and artifact. Oh my lord, what was that card? How did I miss it?
Well, you missed it because it really was kind of worthless. But
I don't know, it feels like it's okay. Although you need to keep, if you have like a bait and switch here,
yeah.
the game is, that's what's crazy. A single bait and switch here, I am shuffling all those cards into my deck right now.
What is it? Oh yeah, it's just.
I made a mistake.
That's all right.
All right, stop me. Let's see if you can stop me before I worry about finding all
All
those
right,
cards.
I'm gonna pull my discard pile. They're my my whatchamahoosit. You know, we all know what I mean.
Ryan
I
Roper
was
said,
gonna
so
put
you're
this to the
saying there's a
side.
chance. What is that over there?
That's all the stuff that's not gonna matter. So first thing we're gonna do is Arise. I'm gonna pick Dis.
Vomit.
I don't think I actually have any. I've got.
You don't have Charette? I
No,
feel like
actually,
you had a Charette over there.
I don't have anything. Never mind. This whole thing, it's over. It's over.
All right, game over. We did it. Call it. Okay, so
That could have worked if I would have been. I got Keyhammer like halfway through, and it would have been fun. But,
like if I had forged a key.
yeah.
Once I'm on 3, though, it's over.
Yeah.
You can't key
Didn't
hammer me.
not enough. Not
so
enough.
I think if we weren't going to be exploring other decks, which I'm interested in doing,
Yeah.
what I would do here, right, and this is what's so cool about this game,
Is switch decks?
you could either switch decks
I love doing that.
in the adaptive format. So you play one with each deck. If someone won both games, that means they won.
Yeah.
Or if one deck won both games,
Yeah.
you play a third and you bid change for that last game.
Yeah.
But in this case, let's say we were just hanging out playing. My preference would be I'm going to just add like 6 more chains
Okay.
and see how it goes.
Okay.
Because like obviously I beat you by like a clip.
Quite a bit.
Yeah. So I'm going to switch to this deck here, and while I do that,
Oh, see you later. Are you going to do this thing where you like mute me and then leave again?
no, I'm not going to mute anything. I just have to unmic so I can go get you a Martian deck.
Oh, thank you.
I just want a deck that I feel like is on par.
Yeah. I just see that's the thing. That's why I love adaptive format so much. That's why I love adaptive format so much.
'cause it
This is
doesn't matter.
yeah. Steven and I were playing over New Year's Eve, and we did adaptive format, and I have the sort of propensity to think that, like, whenever I get wrecked with a deck like that one, like, oh, maybe that deck's super good, and that allows you to kind of really explore it and then get down to what it actually should be. Oh, I gotta get the succubus back in here. I've got this deck. I think I told you about it. I just got like 2 succubi, 2 of the discards that whenever they reap, you discard a card, and 2 mind barbs. It's great. But it also has Untamed as not bringing it.
So my least favorite house is Mars.
That's what I've heard.
And you love Mars.
I
which
do.
is fine. You can take a peek at those if you'd like. We can lay them out if you really want.
No, I know enough about them to know. This one's pretty good. Yeah, this one's really good.
I wasn't lying.
Yeah, this one's really good.
All right, so
Oh, this one's got a Maverick on it. Did you know that?
yeah, but it's awful.
Oh well.
That's my first Maverick, and it's just worthless. Can you let me scan?
Violent Bruce of the Gridiron. Don't search it yet.
That's fine. I'm going to type it. Let me see it real quick. Yeah, so I'm going to type the deck names really quick so people can find them.
This seems better already.
Yeah, it is better.
I like the Pixies. I like the art on the Pixies.
The Dust Pixies?
Just all of them. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I do too. Violent Bruce of the Gridiron. That's amazing. Where's that other deck that I handed you? I'm just going to go ahead and scan it.
Oh.
I forgot. I hadn't scanned those yet.
Lair Genius.
Okay. So, those are scanned. I just posted them there. If you have a link, feel free to post it in the comments. Is this the deck you're playing?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's do this thing. I'm going to shuffle it up.
Yet.
So, I don't know. What do you think? You want to start me with some chains on this one?
Yeah, take 6 chains, Zach.
I feel like there's less of a discrepancy between our decks in this game.
Yeah, but there's still a discrepancy in our skill level.
I'm totally fine with that. I'm just making you aware of it. I'll take that as a compliment. Yep. Thank you.
Now, eventually I'll get there, but this is, my thinking cap is still a little groggy from the holidays. That's my excuse anyway.
Your thinking cap?
The thinking cap. Got a groggy thinking cap.
And I pretty much just breed games. So.
Yes, that's true. It's like, so I was reading something or other, and they were talking about video games.
By the way, people hate when I shuffle like this on the stream.
Yeah,
without sleeves.
This? Yeah, I do too.
I don't care.
All right, that's fine. But they were talking about on video games. They were talking about how, like, learning how to, like, move your avatar on the screen around with your controller is akin to playing a musical instrument. And I think that that also works for these games. That you eventually start learning sort of things, and this is basically sight reading, what we're doing here. And you've got a whole lot more experience sight reading than I do.
Yeah.
Not to say it's not still fun. And like I said, adaptive format, I just love it so much. I love it so much because you're like, if you get wrecked with a deck, then you get to pilot it. And you're like, oh, hey, all right, now I get the power.
Yeah.
And then if you still lose, then it's like, all right, take a ton of chains. You know?
And it just gives you a, when you see someone playing a deck and it's good, you have a frame of reference of how that should go.
Yeah.
So then you get to try it.
It's a really great way of like learning.
And if you still lose, then it's probably a skill thing.
Yeah.
But if you don't lose, then it's like, well, it wasn't just a skill thing.
Yeah.
Now we got to go to round 3.
Yeah, I love it. I really do think it's just great. I really do. Okay, you ready for this?
I'm so ready. You want to go first, second? I'll let you pick.
I'll go. I don't know.
I think going first is the advantage.
The advantage.
Well, because you get a mulligan, and you only,
yeah.
It is no real disadvantage.
Yeah, I really was blew out of the gate last time. Just kidding, I didn't. I'm going to start off with 2 amber, too. Just kidding. Take your, how many chains you taking here? How many chains do you think is fair?
I should have drawn one less card.
There you go.
I'm going to try this again.
That.
It was a really good hand. I'm just going to mulligan for no reason.
Okay.
Then to be fair about this.
Okay.
Someone has a deck called The Child That Snubs Love. Vance, that sounds awesome.
All right, I will put the old secret needle in.
That's your 1 card,
That's my 1 card.
All right, let's go 5 cards here. All right, what do I want to play? Let's go with, oh boy. Let's go with this. I'm gonna play Life Word. It's got.
You can sacrifice it, and what happens?
Opponent cannot play creatures on the next turn.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
I'm gonna play Control the Weak.
Your
favorite.
Sure.
And I'm gonna choose.
Excuse me.
Shadows.
Okay, I have to play Shadows?
You have to play Shadows. So I'm going to pass. This readies. I'm going to draw only 2 because I do have chains. And I'll get rid of a chain.
You got two of these already?
Both. Remember, this is the rush deck.
Oh.
So basically, the only thing I know how to do is make amber.
All right. All right. I get to play this. So what's going to happen is I will do routine job, steal 1. Now this isn't in my discard pile yet, I would imagine. So I just steal 1.
Okay. So, what's it say?
Routine job, steal 1, then steal 1 for each copy of routine job in your
There's
discard
3
pile.
in that deck. I remember that deck. So go ahead and just take 1 from your supply, so
that's right.
mine don't get lost in the ether.
I'm really protective of those.
Well, they're
get
mine.
it. I get it.
They're mine. My precious.
We'll do Carlos there.
I love Carlos Phantom.
Now I could destroy him with that and gain 1 amber.
That would be not great.
I'm going to do Miasma, which you're going to skip your Forge a Key step.
Each time you play an artifact, steal 1. Why didn't you play him? Oh, you played the other thing first.
Yeah, I played that first, yeah. But that would have made sense. And that's it. That's my shadows.
Alrighty, Roo.
Back up to 3.
Let's think about this. I really want this to work better. I'm going to go Shadows.
Okay.
I'm going to go Poison Wave, 2 damage to each creature.
Okay. So that takes
see ya, Carlos.
Ouch.
I'm going to play Ghostly Hand. It's just going to gain me 2. If you only had 1, I would actually steal it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And then I will pass. So I still have a chain. Only going to draw 2.
You got any creatures in that deck, bro?
You'll see. This is the 24 creature deck.
Oh, yeah? I'm waiting for him. All right.
They'll be coming around the mountain. Don't need creatures if I get Amber, you know what I mean? Yeah, I saw my first Maverick, that deck you were looking at, and it was like, it specifically works with, it's not only a Maverick, there's already 12 Martian cards in there, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it's a Maverick from Mars that inherently works with Mars cards, which is fine, but not what you want.
None of this is worth anything.
Just throw it away. Whole deck.
I just might. All right. I don't like it, Zach. I don't like it.
All right. Tell me more. Luke, you're very welcome. Thanks for watching and for the kind words. We appreciate it. Yeah, while everyone's at it, I see a lot of people talking about their favorite deck name they have. I'd love to see your favorite and funniest deck names in the comments. I think that'd be hilarious.
All right, we'll just do this. We'll play Lost in the Woods. Been waiting for you to play it.
I see.
I haven't done anything.
Trying to get me.
One of those and one of those.
What is this card?
The card is awesome.
This is why I kept this deck, I think. All these cards that I like. The 3 routine jobs is part of it. Oh, she's so cool. And that art is great.
Cool.
I want that on a playmat.
Nice.
It's Kindereth Longshot for those following along at home here. Elusive Skirmish, that's going to be a task.
Whoop, whoop. Okay.
Let's go. I need better than this. This is not good. Let's go Dis. I'm going to play the Grecking.
Hey.
I'm going to play Control the Weak. Again. And I'm going to say Shadows. So you have to play Shadows.
But I don't even have Shadows.
That's great.
Oh, yeah, I do have Shadows. I'm just kidding.
And then I'm going to pass this readies, and I draw only 2 because of those chains.
All right, routine job. Steal 1 for routine job, 1 because I've got it in the discard pile.
That's going to get real annoying.
And get this elf in
You're
there.
going to grab 2 of your, from over here in your giant pile of
You're very protective.
They're unique.
That's
There's
fair.
16
That's
of
fair.
my
That's
tokens.
Fair. That's fair. And then I may as well just ping old
Adrian, yeah, we can definitely do that.
Jerry Greco over there.
What's going on?
I'm gonna ping
Okay,
him
so
with
you're using the
Secret
Secret Needle, which does the damage. He's kind of new, so he's wanting us to describe what the
Oh,
cards
cool.
are going on, which
Yeah,
is
so
fun.
Secret Needle, deal 1 damage to a creature. If the damage destroys that creature, gain 1, which I got a long way to go on Joey Greco there. And then this guy put out has fight, steal 1, and because of Halakor, he is on the flank and gains skirmish.
That's right.
And that's it for me.
Let's go. Let's go Shadows.
Okay.
I'll play an Urchin, so I steal 1. I'll take it from my if you want me to.
Okay.
I'm going to go Relentless Whispers. I gain 1. I can do 2 damage to a creature.
Okay.
And if it kills it, I can still steal 1.
Okay.
I got to think about this. I'm going to actually kill my own Urchin.
Oh, so you can steal 1.
Steal 1.
Okay.
And then I'm going to discard a Key of Darkness, and I'm going to pass. I only draw to 5 because of my chains. I'm down to 2, though, so I'm getting there.
Okay.
And it'll be your turn. Check.
Okay. Fun
Actually, you know what?
times.
I'm going to use an Omni Life Word. You can't play creatures.
Oh, that's fun.
How about that?
Okay. I am going to do Shadows. I will fight here with Skirmish to do 5 unanswered there. That'll steal me 1.
Mm-hmm. 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm. I will deal 1 damage there. That'll gain me 1.
Good. So dealing 1 with a Secret Needle, and when Secret Needle kills something, you gain an Amber.
That's correct. And because you life worded me, which says I cannot play any creatures, I will no longer be able to do anything, particularly on the creature front. Everyone stands back up. I draw no cards because I played no cards. And moving on.
And moving on. This is kind of obnoxious little setup you got going on.
Well, I hope so.
I'm going to go with Shadows. I'm going to play Nerve Blast. I steal 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I do 2 damage to a creature, so I'll do 2 to the Kindred.
Okay.
And then I will pass. Check. I draw 1 less card because I have a chain, so I'll get rid of a chain. Down to 1 chain, though, so I'm feeling pretty saucy about that.
Okay. Can I fight when there are no targets?
You can't.
Can't? Okay. Good to know. You've got me in check.
Yeah, actually so much so that, like, Anger, that readies a creature and lets you fight.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't fight something, it just readies and then stops.
Okay.
And then you can do whatever else you want with it.
I'm going to choose Untamed. I will play the Murmloc. Your opponent's keys cost +1, taking me out of check.
Annoying.
Woo!
Annoying.
I'll Reap, and I'm not going to deal 2 damage to a creature, or I have to deal 2 damage to a creature.
You have to deal 2 damage to a creature.
Well.
Yeah. If it said up to 2, you could do 0.
Okay.
But it does not.
Kinder's Longshot just can't be
Casual
contained.
Noob says, can you win a game if you still have chains? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
It just chains. The only thing it does is when you would draw, you draw 1 less, and you lose a chain. And it only costs you 1 less while you have. It can't cost you more than that. So unless you have more chains. So once you get to 6, I think it is, you actually lose 2 cards, or maybe it's 7 to 12. Once you're past 6, you actually are down 2 cards around. Once you're past 12, it's 3 cards and so on. But yeah, you can definitely still win and do everything else.
And there's nothing wild I can do with the Skirmish, like keeping them safe. Because it's not a fight. Skirmish only works on a fight. Just trying to think my way around
this. It's elusive that would protect you from things.
Well, we know that we're going to Reap here.
Yep.
I think that goes without saying.
Yeah, it's kind of the one problem with Kindreth, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kindreth can't be contained. This is potentially a bad move, but I'm going to go ahead and Reap to put you in check, and I will do 2 damage to Dodger.
Shepard, no, I haven't tried any multiplayer formats, but it's definitely something I would do with this game.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun.
There's not a lot of games I would do that with, and this is actually one of them.
Okay.
Do you know the Mushroom Man? So I don't get a key.
You don't get a key.
You're a jerk.
That's right.
I'm going to go Untamed.
All right.
I'm going to play Witch of the Eye. She's the one that has Reap and put a card from my discard pile back in my hand.
Okay.
I'm going to play the Mushroom Man.
And what does he
so
do?
He has 2+3 power counters.
Wow. So he's just a big one.
Well, it's actually, he gets a +3 power counter for each unforged key. So he's actually got 3 right now.
Wow. What a hoss.
That I have.
Yikes.
Yeah. So he's a casual 11.
Goodness gracious.
Then I'm going to play Save the Pack, destroy each damaged creature.
Okay.
And then I gain a chain
Yep.
for that. So now I'm back to 2. Then I'll pass. So these ready. And I will draw up to 5 because, again, I am chained.
Okay.
Man, this T Swarmloo, the 5th deck, I dig a lot.
Nice. All right, you're still in, oh, wait, I get to forge a key. That's right.
The joy. The pure joy. It's like you didn't stop me from forging a key.
Hooray!
That's
okay.
amazing.
That's great. All right, so we will.
Dopamine found.
That's right. Got it.
Cha-ching.
Finally got it. Let's see. What are we gonna do here?
How about the Mushroom Man?
Yeah, he's wild, man.
He's a cool dude.
All right. This is one of my favorites. We're going to go with Mars. Put the Mother Gun out.
I forgot you had those
Put
guys.
the Invasion Portal out.
What's that do? Tell me more about
search,
these cards.
So Mother Gun would be great if it was an action, but it's an artifact. Action, reveal any number of Mars cards from your hand. Deal damage to a creature equal to the number of Mars cards revealed in that way. So it's a good way to just start pinging people. Invasion Portal, which I've not seen before, says basically you look for a Mars card to put into play. Discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard a Mars creature or run out of cards. If you discard a Mars creature this way, put it into your hand.
That's
Okay.
pretty good. The fact that it goes to hand is good too because it works with the Mother Gun, right?
Then my bro, the Yixlu Bolter here, is going to come out. He's
got a
awesome.
Fight Reap, deal 2 to a creature. If it destroys it, purge it.
Deal
Oh,
murder. And he's
murder.
great with the Red Planet Ray Gun.
What's that do?
Reap, choose a creature, deal 1 damage to that creature for each Mars creature in play. So if I get this correct, he can reap, and I get to choose which happens first.
Yep.
He can do 1 damage and then 2 damage, and if something has 3, then it goes out.
Well, and
It's
this would
good
do 1
purge.
for every Mars creature.
Yeah, and it'll just keep getting better, hopefully. And he has Skirmish because he's on a flank.
Which is good.
Which is good, and that... Oh, and I get 1 amber for playing the Red Planet Ray Gun. There's that, and that, and that, and I draw up to 6. None of these are yours.
All right.
Make sure. No.
I think we're good.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6.
And there's nothing protecting him though, right?
No, it's just got Skirmish.
I can just murder him.
Yes, correct.
Straight up. Okay, I'm going to go Untamed.
Okay.
We're going to go about that plan. Mushroom Man is going to murder the Yixlo Bolter. So
Yeah.
I'm at 11.
All right, and
Tier
he'll do
3.
3.
So I will take 3 from
Yeah,
you.
Mushroom Man, dang.
And you're going to just go. Then I'm going to, I think, Reap with Witch of the Eye.
Okay.
So that will get me a card out of my discard pile.
Mm-hmm.
Card, any card. Let me look at my hand. I'm going to go... Let's go Overlord Drekking.
Okay.
Back in my hand.
Okay.
I'm going to play another Witch of the Eye.
All right. And
gonna
that's
play-
what Rich said, reaps card from your discard pile into your hand.
Yep.
Got it.
I'm going to play a Niffle Queen.
Goodness gracious.
She's the one that makes my creatures and Niffle Apes better.
Where's my board clears?
Then I'll pass, and they will ready, and I will say check because I have 6 or more amber.
Okay.
And then I
So you
will
need 7
draw
technically, but you got it.
only 1 card, get rid of my last chain, and now we're back. But it's nice because you can see like you have tempo, right? You have a key ahead of me.
Yep.
But you gotta deal with this.
All right. I feel. Oh, I don't feel that good about it. I feel kind of good about it. Here's what we're gonna do. That's unfortunate, but not totally unfortunate. Golly, you got some big swingers there.
Look at the art on this Niffle Queen.
I love that.
She's like that giant
I love
ape
that.
with
Have
the
you- have
ring
they
with
seen
colors.
it?
Yeah, that's on the internet.
I'm going to go
that
shadows. Shadows is happening. So we're going to play an urchin.
Mm-hmm. Steals one?
Steals one.
Take it. Boo.
No longer in check.
Boo earns.
We're going to play Carlos. Let me see.
Carlos Phantom?
Carlos Phantom.
I love Carlos Phantom.
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to Secret Needle, that witch of the eye.
All right.
That'll be
Left eye, right eye.
A little TLC reference. Anybody?
Got deep.
Yeah. All right, that's good. I'm done.
Mind skis?
Call it, yeah, get in there.
All right. Well, I'm going to not forge a key because
That's
you're a
right.
jerk.
Yeah.
I am going to look at the board here. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. You ready for this?
Sure.
I'm going to go Untamed.
Uh-huh.
Mushroom Man is going to go
Swinging.
into the Murmug.
Right.
So I'll take 3. You'll take enough to die.
Okay.
I'm going to reap with both Witches of the Eyes.
All right.
And I get to put 2 cards from my discard pile into my hand.
Okay.
I'm going to put a Life Word and a Control the Weak.
Okay.
It's going to get insane.
Yeah, that's not fun.
And then I'm going to reap with the Niffle Queen.
Okay.
And I will say check. I'm at 9 amber. Don't play bait and switch.
Amber.
Or I'll flip the table.
Gum.
You have bait and switch? You have bait and switch. You're going to bait and switch me.
I wish I did, but I will do shadows. I will play...
You got like Miasma or something?
Miasma?
Come on. Come on.
That one?
All right, so Miasma says I can't forge a key on my next round.
That's right. And I get an amber for playing it because it's got this little icon up in the top
Yeah.
corner. And then...
So you can see your deck is pretty good at keeping me off keys.
Yep. I will attack...
I mean, you can do like a nice, like, he can attack, he's got skirmish.
Yeah.
Do one here and then Secret Needle it.
But I mean, it's the same as reaping, except for I would be able to get it off the board.
Yeah.
So I will attack there.
2-1.
Do one. I'm so glad that elusive. I do love the cards like that. So Zach had the elusive principle or whatever it was last round, where if you attack, you have to draw one off the top of your deck.
The evasion sigil.
It's the same house, and just like there's that, and there's a speed sigil that completely changes the way the game's played. I think it's awesome. I'll reap here.
Okay.
And then I will Secret Needle, Witch of the Eye, and that will gain me one.
Yeah, I think that's way better than just...
Yeah, at least it gets one off the board. And that is it.
All right, you ready for me to go crazy on you?
Yeah. You got me asthma, bruh.
Oh, yeah, I can't forge.
That's right.
All right. Let's go... What do you have in your hand, John?
If only you knew.
You want to tell me?
No. Oh, I got to draw. I got to draw one, so I couldn't even... I'd be lying to you if I told you right now.
All right, let's go with this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play
Control the Weak.
a Dominator Babble, a Life Word,
Sure.
a Pit Demon, a Overlord Grekane.
Great.
I loaded my hand with the Witches, right?
Yeah.
Control the Weak, gain 1, and so I get to choose a house, and you have to activate that house next turn.
That's right, I do.
Next turn. I feel like getting Control the Weak correct is like such a
I know,
game
right?
bender. Let's go... Untamed.
Untamed. All right.
And then I'll pass. By your voice, I hope that I nailed it.
You couldn't have picked a better house for me to get.
All right, great.
All right, so...
Check.
Thank you. Let's see. All right, so first of all, we'll do Grasping Vines. That'll give us one of these. Up to 3 artifacts to their owner's hands. So those 2, and then I get to pick one as well. Is that right?
If you want, yeah. Up to. It can be just 2. You don't have to.
I know, but I got Carlos out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it kind of behooves. If
but
I
like,
had
if you had an
untamed,
untamed artifact, which
then
those
it'd
are
be
hard
great.
to come by.
Yeah. So your advice is to not do it.
I wouldn't do it.
How about you, Internet?
What would you do?
What would
Internet?
you do? All right. I am going to play the Hunting Witch.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I said untamed. What was I doing?
Dust Pixie. That'll get me 1, 2, 3.
Not good for business.
No, unless you have something that gives me your amber. I'm going to play a Dust Pixie.
That's disgusting.
1, 2, 3.
So you have enough to win the game right now if you just have the time.
If I have the time. And then...
Yeah, I couldn't have picked a worse house.
Yeah, you really, that was really great. I liked it when you did that. I will play this. I will choose to heal no damage, but I'll still gain an amber. This says heal up to 3 damage. If you healed 3 damage, gain 1, so I could get 2
You could heal
off
3
of it,
from a mushroom man.
but I don't want to, because a mushroom man is scary enough as it is. And then I draw up.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Ready?
6. Now I am.
Let's go with it's not good. It's not good. Okay, let's go with this. Let's see if I can pull out of this one. I'm going to go... So I want to use my Grekking to steal your Hunting Witch.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But I can't do that.
Oh.
Because there's a better play.
Okay.
I'm going to use the Pit Demon to attack Carlos. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
He's elusive.
He's elusive.
Then I'm going to use the Grekking to attack Carlos.
You're going to get that Carlos in there.
So I murder you.
Right.
And I take a damage.
And then
I take control of Carlos.
And you're going to play 2 artifacts.
And then I'm going to use those artifacts that you were kind enough to put back in my hand.
I knew it.
I'm going to steal 1.
Did you... I didn't... You should have forged a key at the beginning of your turn.
Okay, because you didn't miasma.
Yeah, didn't miasma. Would have liked to.
1. Okay. Then I'm going to play a Life Word, which will gain me 1 and steal 1.
Oh, no.
You can see what's happening here. Then I'm going to play, and this is going to be the fun part. This is where the fun begins.
I thought we were at the fun part.
The Ember Imp, you can only play 2 cards around.
Great.
Then I'm going to play a Snudge. He has Fight, Reap, return an artifact or flank creature to its owner's hand.
Okay.
Then I'm going to pass.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right, so the beginning of my turn, I forge a key. We know that to be true.
Okay. I like watching you puzzle this.
I'm going to puzzle her out. Okay. Well, this is Trixie.
Check something.
Oh, dang, looking it up online, huh? Fight Reap, return an artifact or flank creature. K. Amber Imp, sure. That's okay. Let's say that...
I think I made a bad choice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You want to tell me how I can beat you?
I'll tell you after.
Okay. This guy is, if he kills someone with an artifact, does the artifact go away?
The upgrade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
What madness are you doing?
Here we go. Invasion portal. Mars. Not a Mars creature. No. Not a Mars creature. No. Not a Mars creature. Not a Mars. There's a Mars creature.
Mind Warper.
He's great.
You're going Mars. You're a wild man. You're wild. Wild, John.
Well, hopefully I'm not too wild. Okay. Then we're going to Mother Gun.
For 0?
No, I'm going to reveal some stuff.
Oh, I thought it was Mars creatures in play.
Nah, brah. All right. There's a lot of juicy targets here. And I just...
KeyForge the key.
Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know which one to do. I think I know which one to do. I think so. Oh, no, that's not, we don't want that. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. First of all, I'm going to Mother Gun. We got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I can take out Joey Greco, the Pit Demon, or the Niffle Queen.
How can you take out the Greco?
We'll get there. If I take out the Niffle Queen, then I take out the Witch of the... Oh, I have Ammonia Clouds. It's going to be coming up. So that's 3 damage to everything. So that would keep you from doing something like Control the Weak and really messing me up. Because you could do Dis, use a Dominator Babble, Reap, get Control of the Weak, and play it. Right? Which I don't want. Or I could kill the Pit Demon, which would, you know, I'm not going to have much more Amber after this.
I feel like if you do 5 here, and you do 3 to everything.
Right.
It's here, here.
But
this is all gone.
Is that a beast? That's not a beast, is
No.
it? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Do it to the... I think I should do it to the Pit Demon, though. Because that Steel 1's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
I think it's the biggest of the deals.
I could get behind that, potentially. The thing about the Grakian that's terrifying is I can steal your creatures, right?
Yeah, but no one's doing anything right now.
Yeah, but if I like steal Hunting Witch and play several creatures, that's going to be a problem.
But it does all my... Actually, no. Because
they're going to die.
They're going to die. Pit Demon. Get them out of here.
Okay, so you're hitting Pit Demon for 5.
Yep.
And you're just going...
Hitting Pit Demon for 5.
Bazooka.
All right, Ammonia Clouds. Everybody...
3 damage to every creature?
3 damage to every creature.
Boom, 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 gone, and gone. Really cleans things up. Thanks for that.
All right. Then, Tunk comes out.
Tunk's good.
Tunk's good. Then we're going to give Tunk the Jammer Pack. Your keys cost +2. I wish I could steal 1. I wish I could steal 1. And that gives me 1. Thank you. Then we're going to do the Mind Warper and Zizarix the Mini. I think that's it.
Okay, mine?
Yep. Forge on, Forger, and you're in check.
I see that. All right,
I think
let
you
me
can probably get out of it, though.
Let me do some math here.
Oh, dang. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle because I'm at the end of my draw. Did you... your keys cost 2 more. So you should be at 0, Amber. right?
Well, it doesn't take away my amber. It just means my keys cost. Oh, yeah, I had to spend it there.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Gotta watch this guy.
All right. Oh, man. Well, I can't stop you. But I can make it fun.
Nice.
Ish. I mean, I gotta take a last turn. Let's go Shadow Self, Hidden
Oh, that's
Stash.
fun.
I can archive a card.
Sure.
So I'll archive here. And then I'll play a Moon Cursor.
Okay.
Then I'll pass.
I won! Ah! But to be fair, you started off with
6 chains.
6 chains.
But I like I said, so what it felt like was by the time I got out of chains, you had a key and a couple amber, and I had like 6 amber.
Yep.
Without a key.
Yep.
And you had a way to keep me off.
Yep.
And a little better board presence. So like it really did feel like it just about correctly evened it out.
Yep.
Because even there, I had the card I archived was KeyCharge. So if I get to 6 and I had a way to get to 5. So I needed to get to 7, but then you made him +2, so I was way off.
Yeah.
But it's like if you don't board clear there, that's the other thing. If you hadn't board clear,
That ammonia cloud
I had a
came
way
right
to
time.
get to 7.
Yeah. And then
If you don't play the, I mean, you board cleared and played a +2 thing, so it was bad through ways to Sunday. But the reality is like, I had a way to finish it that round, so I was 1 turn behind. Is my point I'm making?
Right.
Which means it was almost
about there.
appropriate.
Yeah. I would definitely play it again at 6
There you have
chains.
it. All right, well, we're going to have to get out because you got to go.
Yeah, I got to pick up the little doggy from the vet.
To everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to sit here for a second and answer some questions. If you need to roll, you can.
What time is it?
It's 5:52 Central Time.
I'll sit here till exactly 6 o'clock.
Okay, if we have
for
any
the
questions, we can. I'm going to make a couple of shout-outs real quick. As I said at the top of the stream, we do have, I want to make sure I don't lose my number here.
I just think that chain stuff is, I just think it's so
it's
cool.
one of your favorite
It is
things.
one of my favorite things. As someone who is not good, who is surrounded by people who are good, it's really
the great
nice.
equalizer,
It's really
right?
nice.
And same thing with the adaptive format.
And I would imagine, now, you know, I know what kind of a person you are in general, but I would imagine it's pretty fun to play a game that's not just a blowaway.
Oh,
right, or blowout.
I would way rather play this. It's
Yeah.
why I prefer like Draft and Seal than Destiny, where it just puts games on more equal footing.
Yeah.
And even if I have an advantage from playing a lot more, it's not as big.
Yeah.
So I will say, before we get out of here and start answering questions as well, like I said earlier, we do have the Archon tokens back in stock. If you want to grab those, they ship within 1 business day of being ordered. So if you order them tonight, they'll ship tomorrow. Most places in the US will receive those in a couple days. We also got a reprint of decks in. So we have a good number of decks now, so you can actually pick up the Deluxe Starter, which is a set of Archon tokens, and 2 decks, or just as many decks as you want to grab. And I don't know how long this will last. There was a, like basically a cap on how much we could order, and I don't think they'll be around forever. So I'm actually really curious to see how fast they get these things back in print over and over again.
Right.
And then, of course, they haven't announced it yet, but we do know a second set is coming. And we have a subscription service you can sign up for and basically automatically get new sets as they release. You don't pay anything now. You get charged a week or 2 before the sets come out. We automatically send you a display, which is 12 decks. That's what both of us are signed up for.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. When you know, like, when we're doing it,
Yeah,
you can probably, like...
it's a real thing. It's funny. It's like I'm so used to subscriptions that, like, I forget to order things. Like X-Wing has a new faction coming out I want to play. And I wasn't signed up, and I happened to see it, and I was like, oh, I need to sign up for that, because like it's been so long since I've just had to buy it. But you can sign up for that. We're also going to be posting some pictures. These Amber tokens are unique in every set, but we also have some prototype Amber tokens that are slightly different on how they were designed and stuff, and a unique design as well, that we're going to be sending to one of our subscribers randomly later the next week or 2. We'll be posting.
Could be you.
That's right.
And now subscribers, by the way, doesn't mean
Yes.
YouTube subscribers. It doesn't mean Facebook subscribers. It means people who are subscribed to our KeyForge deck
Display
subscription.
Yes.
Found on the website.
Yep.
Just sign up, and then, like Zach was saying, we'll send you the boxes. But those are the subscribers we're talking about.
Yeah. So we're going to pick one of those at random later this week or next week. I'm not sure when. And we're going to send these out to them just to say thanks. We love doing stuff like that. Our subscribers are a huge part of basically what we're able to do here. And so the streams and the content and getting people into these games. So we really appreciate it, and we always look forward to doing that.
Yeah. Anyone asking any questions?
Let's see.
We run them all off?
A chain should be used to bully your opponent. A lot of thanks. No real questions here.
Great.
I'm gonna give it a few more minutes because
Yeah, we're warming back up. It's been a long break, it seems like, and getting back into the swing of things.
This is interesting.
Did we miss some stuff?
Well, I'm looking at chat over here.
And it's not picking up the FBs?
Let's just see. No, it is picking it up. I just think it's late.
Oh.
Delayed.
Got to go through Zuckerberg's phone first.
Are we planning to make X-Wing 2.0 maneuver templates? Maybe. So just being a little, I guess, transparent or candid here, this is Mike Hankoski asking the question.
Okay.
And I think we actually might be answering this on the podcast as well this week. I think I saw
great.
that on the potential list of questions. Ryan Rope says, glad to see us back. I appreciate that. We're
Thanks,
glad
man.
to be back. But it's something we want to do. X-Wing is a very extensive product. We designed a lot of products and compatible products for the first edition of the game.
Yep.
And we have a lot of things that we'd like to do and only so much time to do them in. And so just as it happened when the game was coming out and what was going on, we just did not have the bandwidth to do it. So it is something that, X-Wing is a game we love. We think it's an incredible game and a great game for building this community. It's one of the few miniatures games that I think just, people that aren't seriously into tabletop gaming already can actually get into.
Mm-hmm. We've seen a lot of that at the store as well.
Yeah, a ton of that. And it's the same with KeyForge, right? It's just one of those games that I feel like is easy to pick up. And it's Star Wars, which I love. So we'd love to. We have a lot of... There's a lot of things, even as a player, that I really want, and things that I think we can do to make it a lot easier and better to play this game. So that's the hope, but we'll see. That's kind of where it's at.
That's the answer so far.
Danny M says, "See you guys at Covenant Masters in February."
Yes,
Our kind of
awesome,
visit.
Danny. That's so great. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about it. I'm not going to be there, but I think it's going to be great.
I'm not going to be there.
Either. I'll be watching
This is a question. Snacky says, how does replacing an Amber token work? If you can possibly answer that, I'm curious. So it's an extensive process. We've had a lot of people writing in, and we gave a seed number. So the seed number for the tokens I bought is seed 1033. Mm-hmm. And that is basically the seed number for the design.
That's right.
So your design
That's
is unique.
That's the number that goes in to generate the design.
Yep, every set of Amber is unique. But we have had some people who just didn't get their full set, and we were able to get replacements for them. That's part of what the seed number is all about. But we've had people wanting to order more of their seed number, and it seems simple, but it's not. That's not really how it works. So in the event that we did something or a defect happened, we want people to get their full product. So we go to those links to basically make that happen, but it's not something we can do on a commercial or scale it's not viable for us to do that, especially when the reality is if you lost half your Amber tokens, just order another set of Amber, right? It's you just have to get a new design because it's not.
It would actually be, if you want to talk about economy of scale and all that stuff, if you did lose half your Amber tokens and you wanted to order, let's say, more, it would be a lot cheaper, I would imagine, to just get a whole other set of Amber.
Yeah, we could technically make it, but the price
it's
I
just
think we'd
throwing a
have
big
to
old
charge
monkey wrench into the machine.
would be way too much to make that a viable option. So it's something we wish we could do. It's just unfortunately we just can't. But that's part of the beauty, right? It's kind of like with KeyForge. You can just buy a new deck, and that's one of the reasons we wanted to offer the Amber tokens separately, because if you need more Amber or if you lose Amber or whatever, because especially with stealing and capturing, if a bunch of people have,
kinda wild.
It's easily I could see losing throughout a tournament, even 3 or 4. You can always just grab another set. So I'm actually going to buy another set of Amber. I wanted it, again, anyone that wants them, I want them to be able to get them. So I got my initial set, and now I'm waiting a few more weeks before I buy just another pack of Amber so I can have more, essentially. And one of my plans is with one of the sets of Amber, I'm going to be trading tokens with people because I want to get a sprawling set of a bunch of different Amber.
Cool.
So, all right, let's see. Any more? Snacky says he bought 2 sets. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Brian Roper wants to see more bits for Arkham. Always, right? And that's it. I don't really, no more questions. We're going to get out of here. Thank you guys all so much for watching.
Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for joining us again.
Welcome
January
back.
2019. We're still doing it. We're still here.
It's going to take me a second, so don't sign off just yet.
Okay. Well, should I just talk really slowly?
Yeah, slow motion talking. That would be great. All right, we really are going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for everything, for watching. I didn't know it could have taken it a minute.
Okay.
For watching, for being subscribers, for ordering our tokens. It really means the world to us.
For hanging out with us, for talking to us.
For just hanging out.
Yeah,
so
appreciate it.
We'll see you guys next week and catch the podcast later this week. I'm sure we'll be talking about some KeyForge. Until next time, keep playing. And then